Hey, hey guys, how's it going? Trying to get the comments to work because they aren't showing up on my phone. Why aren't they showing? Okay, there we go. So are we going to be able to eat soap and get cleaner blood? Maybe. We'll have procedurally cleaner blood. Hey Mercs, welcome to the stream. I totally plead guilty. 100% guilty. As charged. Hey Defeat Killer, welcome to the stream. To be honest, I was actually kind of surprised that Maddox said that I could stream one of these creatures. It's not every day that artists get to stream something that isn't in a game yet. Like we're kind of treading new territory here. Did I bring up my stream quality? Not sure. Haven't done anything from last time. Haven't done anything different from last time. Maybe it's a different mat cap. Yeah, they aren't like super. I wouldn't consider this really story spoiler anyway. Like you guys kind of already know what uh the aesthetics of the monsters are. But I guess it is kind of spoilery if people want to get jump scared. Update next week? I don't know. I mean, the update comes when it's ready. This is Sir 2. This is what is the name of the community that you guys thought was best last stream? It's like Handyman, right? Baby Basher, the Basher, right? That's it. This is the Basher or the Baby Basher. They did the Monster Mash. That could be a good one. I want to listen to that song now. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up the song. I don't think you guys can hear it because I don't have audio capture for my laptop. Let's go see if I can play YouTube as well as stream and then also sculpt at the same time. That's called the Monster Mash, right? I'm gonna listen to this song. You guys won't be able to hear it, but you guys can also like open up a web tab and listen along with me. Ah, there we go. Hey, these headphones are really good. I haven't actually tried them out very often. How about Billy the Basher? Billy the Baby Basher. Yes. Did the Monster Mash. He did the Monster Mash. Oh, the song is so good. Make the Basher do the Monster Mash. That's what Maddox gonna do with the animations. Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? Now the Monster Mash. Now the Monster Mash. What about that spooky skeleton song? God. It's always funny when stores put up Christmas decorations when it isn't even Halloween yet. All I want for Christmas is Darren's love. Yeah, my girlfriend works at Sephora and they already have Christmas decorations up. I think they've had it up for a few weeks now. Nice. I actually like decorating for Christmas. I just don't like the part where you have to take down the decorations. I just leave that mess to someone else. Yeah, it'd be cool if we can get like Christmas events. Maybe we can get like a Christmas themed event for Exanima. Don't know how we can go about doing that though. That'd be fun. Just like put a few Christmas decorations around the dungeon, or probably better in in the arena. Like just put a Christmas tree up in near the fireplace in the arena hub. Like Madoc has the shaders to do it. Have you guys seen the latest coffee diary where he showed off the red shader on the armor? I thought, oh, that looks like an awesome Christmas ornament. Metallic shader. That'd be awesome. What holidays do the people from Exanima celebrate? Good question. What do they celebrate? Other than Darren Day, what is there? How about instead of Darren Day, it'll be Darren Devotion Day. Yeah, you show your devotion to your Darren. It's kind of like in Rick and Morty, how everyone refers to Morty as their Morty. It'll be the same with Darren. There's giving. A 12-inch stir protects the Christmas tree in arena mode till Christmas. Wouldn't it be cool to get like a Christmas tree? Okay, I have this great idea. So you have a Christmas tree in the arena hub, and one of the presents you can get is like a miniature Sir that you can have fight fight other toys. Like you have like miniature toys that fight each other. Just like drop them on the ground and they have at it. Like power them with crystals or something. Yeah, that's exactly where I got it actually. Clay Soldiers mod. So much fun. Give like Sir a little horse. Little monster horse. I'd love to do like some sort of Christmas themed event for Exanima. Even if it's something as simple as giving like the Arena Hub merchant a Christmas hat. A little Santa Claus hat, that'd be fun. Don't we have like a hat like that in Exanima anyway? I'm pretty sure we have like a traffic cone shaped hat. You just like color it red and color the tip white. I mean, it's like super low effort, but I think it'll be fun. I remember looking up references for that hat, actually. I'm like, what? Really? This is what medieval hats look like? I think they gotta look a bit cooler. Yeah, for sure. A lot of games do have events like that. Oh, like holidays and stuff are something that we'll have to think about. Not sure if it's in-game lore yet. We'll have to come up with something for SG. I like the idea of some sort of like pie day where people just make pies and throw them at each other's faces. That'd be fun for the physics engine. Wrong. Pie day. Isn't there like a little skit online with something like Pie Day? Like Ark meets Kerrigan Pie or something. There you can find it. I'll link it in chat. There you go. Like super old. It's like the beginning of internet era old. Don't you eat this pie. Yeah, you guys remember Flash? That used to be a thing. Lime green monster and Exanima. We might, now that you mention it. Just delete all the textures from your Exanima files. Let's go use a different material. Getting bored of this one. Go use like, let's use white cap. This is the same one that we just used. Great. Matte cap skeleton. Whoa. Wet clay. Oh, this one looks interesting. Let's go try using this one for a while. To break up the monotony. Vine saws Joel do that and claim, oh my god, the game is so broken. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do for content. That's true. I don't know. I heard that there might be some problems with AMD video cards, but I don't think it's gonna destroy your textures. Okay. How are people getting corrupt downloads from Steam? I never get corrupt downloads. Is it because they just have a bad connection, or I don't know. Oh, I really like this matte cap actually for working in. Matte cap wet clay. Be sure to use this one more in the future. Although I think I may have gotten like a bad installation once, and I had to do something like clear a cache or something from Steam. Yeah, listen to some StarCraft music. StarCraft music. He eats all the greens. He's like Popeye on steroids. He eats green steroids. You guys ever notice why there's like no algae or like no moss in the sewers? Because this guy comes along and he just crawls along on all fours and licks all the moss from the sewer walls. That's what makes him strong. Since I'm a dev and I just said that, it makes it canon. That's right. He broke his lower jaw eating spinach. It's from all the fiber. Oh. Oh, cool. What did you find? What kind of new shooter? Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Cool. And I remember my dad playing like the original. Well, my stepdad playing the original Ghost Recon. That's that's a pretty cool experience. I remember there's a lot of night vision in that game. Like you'd have like night vision goggles on all the time. It'd be night. Just like crawling through fields looking for thermal. thermal images. Oh, cool. Yeah, when, if people don't give up after the first hour or so because they're frustrated with the controls, they usually come away from Exanima with a good experience. It's like the first hour of Exanima is like the Fermi paradox of if the player's gonna keep playing or if they're just gonna rage quit. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I am working on a new creature for Exanima. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled, look away now, because there's no going back once you've peered into the void. But here's the full model. Gonna have like a flail arm here, and it has a shield, both of which are part of its body. I'm just doing some high frequency detailing. We should be done with this sculpt in at least in about 5 more streams. Probably like the 20th stream, I should be done with the high poly. That's kind of like the goal I've set for myself. I was a bit anxious before because I wasn't really keeping track of the time, but it appears that I am right on schedule. I only work on these. I only work on the sculpt for 2 hours every day, so I try to get as much as I can done in those 2 hours. Sometimes I stream a little bit longer. Hey Adon, welcome back to the stream. How's it going, buddy? We surprised this guy. There's this guy in general chat when we were doing the coffee diary. We're like, oh, it wouldn't be fun if we just like all joined the general voice chat and said hi to the guy. Pretty fun. His name was like Exanima fan or something. I've been having a blast in Grim Dawn, by the way. If you guys haven't played Grim Dawn before, really good. I started a new character in hardcore mode. So I went better in hardcore as my second playthrough. Well, not I haven't done my first playthrough yet. I've only played up to the first boss with my softcore character. A little bit past that. But it's getting a bit boring because whenever I die, it felt like my death was kind of meaningless. So I thought I should probably switch to hardcore. Now I've been like just taking my time. Grim Dawn is like Diablo 2. Okay, so Grim Dawn is, I would say that Grim Dawn is more like, well, yeah, I guess it is more like Diablo 2 than Path of Exile. It feels like a slower paced Path of Exile without with all the gems and the skill tree system. So yeah, I guess it's more true to Diablo 2 than it is Path of Exile. Yeah, you have like your it's it's not like Diablo 2 in that it's linear. So you kind of get like an open world feeling to the game. It's actually pretty good. I highly recommend it. IDK, yes, I will be doing a GI stream. I'm sure other streamers will also be doing the stream too, so you guys should check them out because I feel self-conscious if I rob the spotlight from actual streamers. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll have more time to like talk to chat and stuff too because right now I'm kind of like on the clock. I do look down to comments, but I try not to get myself too distracted. How do you rob the spotlight from Queen? Uh, well, you can't do it. You can't rob the spotlight from Queen like physically because Queen is like an ex-Marine or something, right? Didn't he used to be in the Marine Corps or something like that? So I would recommend like subterfuge. So like when Clean is sleeping, you get like a big metal chair and you just bash him over the head, and then you take over his gaming chair. That's how you rob the spotlight from Clean. Oh wait, you said how dare you rob the spotlight, not how do you. I read that wrong. Is there a wipe for the update? I think I answered this before, but I think I'm not sure for the GA update, but I know you're definitely going to get a wipe for the arena update. So because there's just so much being added to arena, unfortunately we're going to have to uh Thanos snap your save files. Yeah, I know it sucks. Because then you're like left wondering, hey, what am I gonna play in the meantime? if all I'm doing is for not. In the meantime, I suggest you guys go check out Grim Dawn. It's actually really fun. It's one of those games that you can take slowly and just enjoy at your own pace. Like the artwork in that game is really nice. Like uh just like how it's all composed, the lighting, the assets. I mean the armor could always be better, but hey, who am I to complain? The gameplay's fun. That's all that matters. The arena update is already on its preparation. Well, we've been preparating. We've been preparing the arena update for a long time now. But the next update you guys are going to see is the global illuminations update. I think Meta calls it the render update. So maybe I should call it the render update too. Yeah, it's just going to massively overhaul everything visually. Characters are going to look insane. I think if you guys been following closely, Maddox's been dropping a few images uh, of how the render works its magic on armor and other assets. Yeah, that's kind of how things go. Well, if you guys want to keep playing for now, like you guys can like go into Steam, or if you're playing standalone, just like not download the latest update, and then you can just keep playing like old versions of Exanima too, or even better, you can have like two versions of Exanima on your computer because it is a pretty small game. It's like 5 GB or something like that, right? 5 or 6 GB. So you can have like two versions. You can have an older version with your favorite arena saves, and then you could have a new one to go check out the new content. Real OGs remember when the Exanima was 400 megabytes. Yeah, I don't know if I was around for those times. I can believe it. You hope SG is 60 gigabytes of meta coding goodness. Realistically, I can see SG being like maybe 30 gigabytes with how efficient everything is. It depends on how much. Really, the determining factor is how many cinematics there are, how much music there is, uh, how large the texture files are. It's basically texture files, video files, and sound files that take up the most memory. So, like the latest and greatest AAA games that come out are like 150 gigabytes, something crazy like that. Most of that is just video files. You just have a lot of cinematics in that game. A lot of cutscenes, a lot of cinematics. And probably like uncompressed 4K textures too. Yeah, right. I think there's a complaint a while ago. Some of you OG people might remember. I think there's like someone on Steam or on the forums that was complaining that the file size is too small for Exanima. That was funny. Yeah. Yeah, the industry's in a rough state when like people who aren't like in their 20s or older and haven't experienced what you can do with like just a few gigabytes. I remember when games used to be like 5 gigabytes at most. They were like new games too. They're just like 5 gigabytes per game. And then I remember they jumped up to like 10 gigabytes. And I was like, oh, okay, I need to go buy that new 100 gigabyte storage, that new 100 gigabyte hard drive. And then it just exploded from there. Remember when CDs were a thing? It's like floppy disks and then CDs. Whatever came before floppy disks was before my time. Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Assassin's Creed was like one of the bigger ones that came out. I remember that. Remember when OG Doom was a heavy game? I never that's yeah, that's like a bit beyond my time. Like even original Diablo is beyond my time. I was a Diablo 2 kid. I played Diablo 2 when I was 8. Back in your day, you played Exanima for 50 hours a day. Has anyone here played No One Lives Forever? Uh, like a spy series. It's really fun. They have great music too. Just a really great single player game overall. I remember No One Lives Forever 2 was one of my like earliest multiplayer experiences. You'd go infiltrate like the single player campaigns, but with like a team of 3 or 4, I think. Yeah, if you guys haven't played No One Lives Forever 2, because I haven't played No One Lives Forever 1, you guys should go check out number 2 and 1 if you guys like number 2. I'll link you guys the music for No One Lives Forever 2. Yeah, it's like super poppy, super spy music. Yeah, sucks. It's a sad reality of loot boxes. What is progression? Progression equals money. Just throw more money at the screen and you'll have progression. I remember somewhere in like the early 2000s, there's always a new game that was coming out that everyone was looking forward to, and when you played it, it was great. Like the games that are coming out were really good, classics now, but now they're just oh my god. Don't know what's going on in the industry. Yeah, right? Like Fable 2 came out and it was great. Like I remember playing the Fable series. That was pretty fun. Just a really good single player game. Whenever I hear that someone's developing for the console, I just know that the game's going downhill. For some reason, like every game that is like, oh yeah, we're gonna also do console support. It's usually pretty shit because they have to develop for console, and that's kind of like that kind of I don't know. That's just like a grave marker to me. I feel like consoles are like one of the worst things that have ever happened to gaming. Actually, for one, it divides the gamer base into two. I wouldn't really call them factions, but two two parties. So you have games that are exclusive to consoles. So you actually have to go buy hardware to go play a game, which is just like the scummiest shit that I've ever heard of. Like for one, games are developed on computers. The fact that console exclusivity exists is just really bullshit. But it seems to be like the norm. Everyone's just accepted. Oh yeah, you have to go splurge a few $100 on a console if you want to play this game. Like that's just like kind of like the norm now. And I think it's just a big fucking scam. Exactly. Imagine having to buy a new keyboard, play a game. It's stupid because like software is software. You can like convert software to whatever hardware you want. That's why it's called software. Well, actually, I don't know if that's why it's called software, but yeah. Oh, hold on one sec. I'm back. Apparently, I was talking too loud and my girlfriend's trying to sleep. I had to go close the door. I just feel like consoles are neutered PCs. That's pretty much all they are. They're just like PCs that have been neutered and put in a different plastic box. And then the people who market these things just call them consoles. I feel bad for everyone who's like, oh yeah, consoles are awesome. Like just like do whatever on consoles. I'm like, yeah, well, you can just do the same exact thing on a PC, but 10 times better. Like, you want to go play on your couch with a console, you can do that with your PC. You can just go, just bring your keyboard and mouse over to like a coffee table, or you can even hook up your controller to a PC and just play that way. It's easy peasy. You can even hook up your PC to your TV screen. Like it's really no challenge at all to turn your PC into a console. Exactly. Like all a console is a neutered PC. Like there is no war here. It's just stupid people who fall for marketing gimmicks. Yeah, I've always wanted to get a console just to play like the Halo series, and I don't know. There's a bunch of really cool games that came out on console that I haven't played before. But that's the thing, if it came out for PC, if it wasn't a console exclusive, I would play it on the PC just because the graphics are better, the controls are better. And also I don't have to buy a new piece of hardware just to play the game. Hey, welcome back to the stream, Madari. MGSV. Shoot, what's that? What game is that? I think I've heard that acronym before. Okay, yeah. Heard about the Metal Gear Solid series, but I've never played them. All I know about the Metal Gear Solid series is the meme Snake. I don't even know what that meme is. Well, like a console, like a VR headset, you can just plug that into a PC too. That's just that's basically just like a mouse or a keyboard, right? Just plug it into the PC and then you're good to go. Like everything is interchangeable with a PC because everything is created on PCs. The new VR systems are getting more and more standalone. Oh boy. Well, I don't have VR and I don't have a external VR system, so I don't know. It could be worth it. Like it is brand new tech. We'll have to see how it goes. And also, I do get the need for like for a standalone VR system because uh, VR systems can be very complex. It depends on like how much complexity you want. Like, do you want to be able to stand up and also like move around? That's pretty complex because then you have to like designate an entire room just for your VR gaming. And uh if you're going to set aside a entire room in your house just for VR gaming, then you probably do want like a standalone VR set just for even more added convenience. So I do see like the benefits of that compared to just plugging in a VR headset into your PC. Your room is tiny, it works surprisingly well for VR. Oh, that's cool. I suppose it depends on what game you're playing too, right? Like if you're playing something that doesn't involve a whole lot of walking, like in game, then you can probably be fine with just like sitting and using a VR headset to your PC. I'm pretty sure that's how most people play VR games anyways. They just do it at their PC or console or whatever. I don't think most people have a room that they set aside for VR or even one of those really fancy treadmill things. I remember Zulix asking for like VR Exanima for like the longest time. I'm not sure if it was a meme or or if he was actually serious. But I do kind of agree with him there. A VR Exanima would be pretty interesting. You serious? Okay, cool. Yeah, I do kind of agree with him there. VR Exanima would be pretty cool. Like, imagine running from Sir uh, in VR. No way, he plays Exanima in VR. Didn't know that. That's really cool. How is Exanima VR supposed to add something to the experience? I don't know. I was imagining like some sort of like first person Exanima. I was thinking about like uh Exanima in third person for VR. That would be cool, like looking down at a chessboard sort of game. Imagine playing VR Exanima in like Dungeons and Dragons mode. These sort of have like that D&D mode that um, Divinity Original Sin 2 has, but with VR. You can just like get together with all your friends and just have like a VR party in Exanima. That would be dope. I wonder why people get nauseated in VR. I've never tried VR myself, and I probably would get nauseated, but I probably get adjusted to it after a while. But I want to find out why people get like car sick when they play VR. And I wonder if there's anything that can be done to help people to get motion sickness easily when wearing VR goggles. I think that I'm sure like some research has already been done into this field, into this topic. But I am curious. Because I know like programmers can do anything to a game. Wondering if there could be anything done about motion sickness VR games. Like if there's like some sort of shader we can apply or some sort of blur effect or lack thereof. There's a study done on how adding a human nose in the player field of vision helped reduce motion sickness greatly. Wow, that's cool. I never would have thought about doing that. But maybe, I guess it kind of makes sense because your nose is always there, but you never really think about seeing your nose in front of you. But it is there. Like if you look down, you'll see your nose. Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe it kind of acts like a wind vane on a arrow that kind of keeps you oriented in which way is up, which way is down. Yeah. And there's the ear thing. Yeah. The old ear hole. I think there'll be a point where Exanima is going to start pulling in a lot of money and a lot of traction, and then the updates will become more frequent. At least that's what I hope. I think that period will come around the time multiplayer is added. Like if Exanima can start making more money on its own, then that means we can actually like hire more people. Like that argument is a valid argument, but it has to be hiring is a very tricky and careful thing to do. Well, very nuanced thing to do. So says Madoc. Money does not equal update frequency, does it? The short answer is it doesn't. What what equals update frequency is when the lead developer says it's time to update. I mean, like Madoc can add one line of code and then update it. I mean, it would be an update, but it would be an update without meaning. There'd be like nothing in the update. But yeah, imagine if there's like two of me working on a creature simultaneously. So there'd be like double the output of creatures. But I guess that wouldn't really help things. Like more creatures isn't really exactly more gameplay. Yeah, exactly. I think the only way that people would get faster updates is if we somehow clone Madoc. And the clone of Madoc obeys the will of the original Madoc, and they can both think at the same time, except that when the real Madoc is sleeping, the clone Madoc can also work. So you basically have Madoc working 24/7. Yeah, they'd be all like clones of himself, kind of like android, like half cybernetic, half organic clones of Madoc. That's the only way I can realistically. That's the only like realistic option here, I think. I really can't think of another way in which to have faster updates. Like the only way to make faster updates is to make clones of Madoc. But you have to be very careful with cloning Madoc because if it's an evil Madoc clone, imagine what kind of damage an evil Madoc can do. Like I shudder to think. It'll be like a mad genius on the run. just like developing. Imagine the kind of loot box systems an evil Maddock could come up with. Like, forget EA, forget Activision. Evil Maddock is where all the money is at. Maddock makes SG, but you have to pay $5 for every hour of play. That's pretty much what an arcade game, isn't it? Is like, right? Like, imagine putting in 25 cents every time you wanna play a racing game in an arcade. Like $5 for 1 hour of arcade racing. Uh, sounds about right, right? I guess if there were an evil Maddock, he'd somehow bring the arcade system of payment to the digital world. There'd be like a message prompt after every arena battle that says, "Would you like to play again? Insert 25 cents after every arena match." You'll rack up five. You'll rack up more than $5 per hour that way for sure. $5 an hour is like for chumps, for like noob game developers who don't know how to squeeze every penny out of their gamers. Like if you're not making $20 to $30 or even $50 per hour out of your gamers, then like what are you doing in the industry? Are links still disabled? Yeah. Do you want to post something, Madari? I can see if I can allow links. Do you want to post something? I'll let you post something if you want. Or even worse, you'd finish Exanima and start to work on Sui Generis, but never finish it. Oh god, I hope not. Just imagine if we all worked on the game really hard and then it's like 1 day away from release. There's been video previews, there's been screenshots of the game. There's even been like a video, like a playtest video of like me like commentating a SG, and then like Maddox says, "Nah, I think I'll get on this game. We won't release SG after all. You guys can all go home now. You wanted to share the clip with the whispering voice acting? Which one is that? Is that from me? How about you can share it in the Discord? I mean, I guess now I can try uh allowing links. How to how do I go back? The heck? I can't go back to the oh, okay, there we go. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know how to like really quickly allow someone to post links. I should figure that out though. That is a very good thing to figure out. Hmm. No, I didn't allow it yet. You can look in the mod menu. All right, yeah. If you can allow links for Madari, go ahead. If not, you can just like always post in the Discord. You can just like post in Discord general channel or something, or for Exanima. Okay, cool. Thanks, Mercs. Another thing is, if like Exanima and SG start making money, we can actually pay our community members, community moderators. I think that would be a good thing to do. There's a funny clip of me voice acting the baby thing. Oh god, I don't want to watch that. I'm pretty self-conscious of how my voice sounds, actually. I'm just like, as long as I don't hear my voice, as long as it's out of sight, it's out of mind. I can just scream whatever. Hopefully they hire concept artists at some point. Mm, yeah, that could be cool. We only have like one concept art of the game, and we use it for like every game cover. You know, like the dude with the three point animation, and then holding up the torch. I think that's like the only concept art of the game. Can't think of any other concept arts. I mean, I made a few. I actually made a few really really shitty concept arts for armor, and then we kind of just gave up on making concept arts for armor because I can just like sculpt the armor and the time it takes to make the really bad concept art. So that's kind of what I just do now. There's a Russian rapper with your voice, Banana Born. Crazy. I sometimes find people with a similar voice as mine every now and then. Not very often though. Oh, how dare you kill Darren? What kind of person kills Darren? There's this one time in like the early patches, uh, I think it was just recently after Maddock added Darren to the game. If you pissed off Darren too much, he'd be like permanently aggroed onto you. So I had to like take away his weapon, and he would just like keep bumping into me without a weapon. I don't think Darren knows pugilism, so he'd just like keep bumping into you. Uh, he would like attack you repeatedly if you didn't have a if you gave him a weapon. But without a weapon, he'd just like follow you very closely and try to push you over. Those are fun times. Did you know Darren means dumbass or some other language? Is a true fact. I did not. But you learn something new every day, don't you? So I guess you can say if someone's being if someone's being stupid, you can just say, "Hey, stop being a Darren," and you'd be technically correct. Darren has an ingrown toenail? How'd you find that out? Every time Darren saves someone, they barely notice it. Yeah, that's true. Darren doesn't get enough love. He's always neglected and abused by streamers. Imagine if Darren was actually sentient. Like imagine if Maddox's AI code was so advanced that he actually is sentient and has like memories and stuff. Like what if he finds out that his purpose in life is to be mistreated by others and just be used as a social punching bag? Think Darren would turn against us? Like think about it. Like Darren is just like computer code. What if he's like listening in on the Twitch chat right now? I know it sounds kind of like creepy pasta, but it could be true. Does Darren pass the mirror test? Um, if his eyes actually could see in reflections, I think you need like RTX for that. But if we did have RTX, I think he might be able to pass the mirror test. He remembers every time you've killed him. Yeah, and like the pain and the trauma of dying over and over again. Like, what if Darren is some uh PTS? Like he has like so much trauma from people purposefully killing him and mocking him. What if he becomes like the ghost in the shell where he just lurks around on your computer? Every now and then he'll like peep his head behind the start menu button. Be like, I've got my eyes on you. And then he goes and deletes some of your files here and there. I can see that happening. Darren is in the COD Appreciation Club. Darren sus. Darren's so sus. Yeah, what if? What if this is actually Darren? Not that this is Darren. Just speculating. Not spoiling anything here. You know, flails were used by farmers and by extension farmhands. So if Maddock actually wanted to, this could be Darren's ultimate form. Because it has a flail, and farmhands use flails. Well, we're kind of reaching our 2 hour daily Death takes a break and goes to sleep time. Uh, so I'm pretty we have like the right arm. No wait, we have the left arm. We have the flail arm in a very good place now. I think we can probably work on everything else for the next few streams. Finally got all the blobbiness that was really bugging me out of the arms. So it doesn't look like just a massive cotton candy. Now it's a massive cotton candy with spikes. Don't want to lick this cotton candy. Nope. That get the hooks out of your tongue. Oh man, that reminds me of Baby Yoda. 6 hour streamer riot. I didn't stream for 2 days. Okay. 6 hour stream we go. Oh no, what's this? Darren's here behind me. He has a knife. He says he's going to cut me if I don't end the stream. So shoot, guys. I'm afraid Darren has manifested himself into reality. And hey, don't tell him to do it. Don't tell him to do it. That's he'll do it. Remember, he's been driven insane by all of the callous mocking and dying he's done it over all the years in Exanima. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end this stream here. We can probably we'll see if we can do it like longer streams to make up for the 2 days that I was actually enjoying a weekend for once in my life. But yeah, that could be something that I'll do. Make longer streams. That's not fair at all. I'm not the bottleneck here. It's not because my 3D models take forever to make that the updates don't come out, because the updates, they take longer than forever, all right? All right, guys. See you later. Have a good one. I'm gonna go to bed. Maybe I'll play some Grim Dawn. I'll probably go to bed though. Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. Later, guys.